Alright, this is my tabletop review of my Baofeng UV-5RA ham radio. I'm just going to run over the features real quick. I'm still getting used to this radio, and to, I guess, my dismay, I've also found out that this radio has been discontinued by Baofeng, and in an attempt to get some customer support from them for a charging issue with either the battery or the charger. I'm not sure which one it is. I was informed by them because of the fact that I didn't purchase it directly from them. I purchased this off of Amazon. This radio is still available on Amazon for around 20 bucks. Say $25 with shipping. I purchased this radio earlier this year and found out when I went to charge it, instead of the charger going solid green when it's fully charged, it would just flash green and red that there's a problem, and contacted them, and I wasn't actually able to get any help because I purchased it off of Amazon, not directly from them. I'm just going to go over the features and functions of the radio real quick, and if there's any questions, comments, or anything you have, please leave them in the description below, and what I will do is try to answer them and get back to you and let you know what I found in regards to your question. Okay, I guess we can begin. We'll start in the back. Has the loophole here for the wrist strap, which I have taken off. The wrist strap just goes around your wrist, so if you're hiking and you're holding the radio, if it slips out of your hand, you don't actually lose the radio. It'll hang on to your wrist. Haven't had any issues with that. Not sure if this is waterproof or not. I don't want to experiment with it, and it hasn't been advertised as such. On this side here, there's the microphone and headset port where you plug in the headset, and this also has a push-to-talk button on the cable, so you can clip this on your backpack or on your belt and be able to communicate via the push-to-talk button on that cable. It also has the voice activated, so you don't have to actually push that, and depending on how you set the sensitivity, people will hear you as you're talking. This way you don't have to push the button to do that. There's control buttons on the front here. There's the menu, channel up, channel down, exit takes you out of it, the band changes the band on it. There's A, B modes and the VM modes. Indicator lights up here when you're transmitting and receiving. There's some quick access buttons on the button pad here that will take you to certain commands very quickly. I guess the most frequently ones used. There's the monitor button on the side here, push to talk, and the call button. On the top there's a flashlight. Antenna is removable, and it twists off and has a standard connector in it, so you can put on a external magnetic base antenna to use this in the car, or to put a longer antenna on there so you can actually get a little bit more reception whether you're out in the field. Most of these radios, the handheld radios, are going to be limited by line of sight. So if you're out hiking in the woods and it's pretty much flat terrain, you shouldn't have too much issue, depending on how wooded the area is. If you're out in the desert and it's wide open space and there's nothing These are advertised to have a pretty decent mile range to them. Battery is removable, battery is rechargeable. There's the contacts on the back to connect when you put it into the base station. Push the button up here at the top, it releases the battery slides out. The belt clip is not easily removable. You need a Phillips head screwdriver to get the belt clip off. Battery goes underneath, slides in, and clicks into place. Turn it on, you get a backlit display. It gives you two different channels. It will monitor when you switch. You can switch to voice or the actual menu option, and when you do the A, B, it switches what channel that you're monitoring on. Button at the top on the side here, that will switch you over to FM, so you can monitor a FM radio station. When you push it, it switches you back to the radio. The button at the bottom activates the flashlight. It's also a strobe. If you need to have a strobe, you can turn that off. Other than that, as far as all the functionality, I'm still getting used to using the radio, so I'm not going to go too in depth on all the different features of the display here and the buttons. I figured I would get this as a starter radio for my ham license, and you know, for 20 bucks it's not that big of an investment, and I guess for the feature and functionality that this radio has, that's a good call. If you have any questions about the radio, please feel free to reach out and ask. Leave any comments in the description below. If I think of anything else, I'll add it to the description box. And thanks for watching. Click subscribe.